I'm Stanley Wong.
I'm Tony Garbanzos.
I'm Limket.
And it's Cruz. And yeah, that's me. So it has to do with this former boba drinking competitor who's, hinted at he's, lost his way, and he's kind of brought back in when he's being challenged by this former rival of his. And so he needs to train, and while he's, training, he rediscovers his love for boba.
And how did you prepare for this role?
Luckily, I am a lifelong fan of boba. It's rigorous training. I don't recommend it for anyone. It takes a lot out of your health and your life, but only the determined can take on this amount of boba.
Did you have to prepare any way for your character?
Let's see, lots of boba drinking. I'm just kidding. I didn't drink any boba actually.
What was your casting process like, and what were the dynamics of your cast?
The casting process was basically, almost who's available, but also like who I kind of saw that could do those roles. I mean, that was the first thing, is who I could saw. I had a few people. I knew Tony was always down and available, and he just makes the perfect lead. Kat is kind of, make long story short, maybe I'll make the short story long. So when we were forming teams, I was one of the people who formed teams last, because I missed the first meeting and I was at the second meeting. And so before I even had a concept, FilAm was letting people know that if anyone wanted to get involved in teams, like she was actually reaching out to everybody. And so she had reached out to me, and then at that time I was like, oh, okay, I don't have an idea yet, so I wanted to figure it out. And then I asked her to send me a reel. And so the interesting thing is when she sent the reel...
Yeah. I'm not going to know if we both had already worked with her before.
Yeah, we both had already worked with her.
I used to do these, film and edit these, reel scenes for people, and I think she might have been one of the first people that I had done. So it's nothing like the role that she's in now. It was just, she did a scene where she was a very hard interrogator, or she was being interrogated, right? I think for killing someone or killing.
Maybe like a boyfriend or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. She was good. I was like, oh yeah, she's good.
And so so that was the big thing. Is the reel was good, and then actually we had already had worked with her before, so it just felt like a sign to me, and I was just I reached out to her and was like, okay, great, I got a perfect role for you. And it's kind of interesting. Is that role originally I was writing it as a guy or for a guy, I think this just ended up working a lot better, and as you'll see when you watch the short, how it progresses.
I was in The Last Straw, and my character was Jasmine. He's a guy's girl, so she's there to kind of support her friend in any way she can, and that's how I am a lot. I'm definitely roll with the punches type of girl. I can chill with the guys, and she's very feisty, which I am, and she's very competitive, so I definitely related to her a lot.
I acted in the short The Last Straw. I played Gray. We both don't feel confident so much in our skills. He really needs a lot of support, luckily from his friends, especially his best friend. He's able to step up his game and take on the competition against his arch rival. Same with me. I couldn't be where I am without my friends and the support that they give me. Kat is my right-hand woman sidekick. She is the one that pushes me into the competition and pushes me forward into life, really, whenever I'm in doubt. That's just Kat being Kat, in real life.
So you're saying that the idea of the boba is just a reference to life goals.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, absolutely, yeah. You have to focus in on what you want to achieve in life. You can't let it scare you, no matter what it has done to you in the past. The boba itself is circular, such as life. We come into this world out of darkness, we end this world in darkness. And so the only thing left in life is that circle itself. And so you have to take what that circle offers you. Sweetness, malleability, just like a chewy boba ball. And you have to just consume it with all that you can.
The both of you directed this film together. And I always wonder, like, with two directors directing the film, is it like one director does the first unit, the other director does second unit? Or, since there are two directors, nothing cannot be missed. You got everything covered.
It's a little, yeah. I guess it could be different depending on what's being filmed. But in this case, Stanley was handling a lot more of the directing the actors on delivering the lines and thinking of shots that would kind of go together better and not be too repetitive.
Yeah, I mean, there were definitely times where we were like, I don't know. It was kind of like I felt like they were like in the first day, especially where I was just like, hey, can you just handle this scene by yourself?
Right,
I need to figure out if we I need to figure out what we're gonna shoot next, because that first day especially was like a time crunch. I think we were like 2 hours or maybe over or something like that. So
over about 2 hours over what we
over the schedule
originally expected.
And we even like moved an entire scene to like another day.
Exactly.
So we were like technically way back, but
right.
Yeah, I definitely think it seemed like I was kind of. I guess because I have more of an acting background, I was there to kind of like help motivate what the actors and how the lines should be said and whatnot, and I guess I actually have a very technical background too.
That's why it was invaluable having Stanley involved. We were able to bring out better performances out of the actors and have like a more variety of stuff to choose from when it came to editing and stuff.
But I mean, ultimately it was like his spawn of an idea, so like I would still like defer to him. Like, what do you like? You know, it was kind of like a collaborative thing of like, you know, how things should be done. So it wasn't like all my decision by any means. Because it's still his idea at the base of it.
Stanley and Vince they have very different directing styles. So, you know, Stanley, he's an actor's director since he's an actor. So he really understands like where you're coming from, and he, you know, is very like, he would always have like this thinking face where he'd be like in the corner like thinking, and I'm like, Stanley, what are you thinking about? And then he'd be like, let's do this, like completely something different. Whereas Vince was just like in the moment, like for him, you know, he already had all these like funny things in his head how he wanted things to be. It was cool because they work really well together since they both are different. With, you know, Vince being really focused on like the words and the writing, and then having Stanley kind of like be the actor's director.
Same with me. I couldn't be where I am without my friends and the support that they give me. Just like Vince.
Vince and Stanley.
Vince and Stanley's okay.
Is there such a thing as a boba competition?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not that Asian, so.
Oh no, it's okay. No, if you Google it, I'm sure somewhere there is a boba competition. We have yet to get an invite from any. We were looking for sponsorships, but the boba game really is still kind of like on an indie league level. So they really need all the support that they can get. So if you can find any viewers, just Google boba competition, or depending on the region that you're in, that you're watching from, bubble tea competition or tapioca pearl competition, and look for those in your local region and support those competitions. The more you know.